And we should be live. So, yeah, we'll be getting right back into Cortus Village. I just wanted to, well, let you know that I've been playing with my friends on another character. So, depending on how often we play and how often I actually stream, we might get ahead on my other character, which would mean that the game wouldn't be, at least my playthrough wouldn't be that blind anymore. I still intend to keep on streaming, at least as long as I'm having fun with this character on this server. I might later stream some farming for quests for favor to get points or something, trying out different classes, races, stuff like that. For now, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, playing the main storyline as it is created, and we'll see. For now, there shouldn't be any differences. If something changes in the way I stream, I'll let you know. For now, I think we ended up with just some quests around the wilderness outside of Cortus Village. So I'll be getting back to that. Probably farming up a little bit of the quests, the repeatable, well, not really repeatable, but like the wilderness quests with what's it called? With the Slayer, the Explorer, and stuff like that, just to make sure the Portos wilderness is explored as much as it can be. I might also return and do some quests with a higher level difficulty level, just to gain some more favor, which is basically like it's kind of a secondary currency in a way. Like it's just your level of standing with different organizations around the world, and you gain some various rewards for gaining total favor across the account, hitting some what do you call them? Not checkpoints. Like certain amounts of favor on a character and hitting them for the first time, and then also hitting them with a specific organization. Meanwhile, let's see what Ingram is here. Okay, so this guy is a friend from Mr. Hayton, who we saved last stream in the like some sort of laboratory / old factory for Warforged. Master Hayton sends word that he is ready to strike a crippling blow against the Swahagen. What's the plan? My brother Amalgam will relay you to Hayton. Travel southeast through the Cortos Island wilderness until you reach the opposite shore. There you shall find an adventurers camp near the base of Misery Peak. Amalgam is waiting there. Okay. So that's our main quest, as far as I'm aware, which I will be ignoring for a little bit. I want to explore, kill a bit more Ohagin to get the Slayer quest to a decent size. I'm not gonna farm ridiculously long if like the next step in the quest is like 500, then I'll probably just go to the next area already. But another 30 is easy enough, and if the next step is like 200, then I might consider just sticking around and clearing out the area a few times. For now, let's just get rid of those guys. And see about doing some side quests, which I know I think I have at least 2 side quest dungeons to do. So we'll see where we are after those are done. If after those are done I still have a lot to go, then I'll decide whether I want to keep farming this area or just move on with the main quest. For now, whatever we come across on our way to the side quests, might as well kill. I'm pretty sure we did this dungeon. That was the one we found Hayden in. And then I think I want to go here, the Decrepit Catacombs, next. It's one of the side quests, I didn't remember which one. I think one was about saving either the daughter or just a friend of the mayor. And another one was some halfling that wanted to basically rescue his employer or something like that. Honestly, don't remember. My memory is terrible at the best of times, and it's been a week, so excuse my babbling on the subject, since I don't really have any sure information. Let's make our way here. There's some hiding enemies, which isn't great for us, since I don't have that high of...
The decrepit catacombs are slightly obscured by the falling water.
Yeah, slightly obscured. You can say that slightly again. Not very obscured at all. Let's go for hard and see what this...
You enter a musty hall, heavy with silence and the weight of dark stone.
I hope that wasn't too loud. Let's see, what is this area? Is there anything I can do around here? Doesn't look like it. Let's see what's in the next area. Oh! Ah, there is a bat. Okay, easy. Okay, so that's why there is a rest shrine before the dungeon. Apparently you don't heal before, like when you enter a new instance, only when you rest or enter a town, which is fine.
All of a sudden, the sense of rot and decay assail your nostrils. Something foul is here.
Okay, sounds kinda like undead. At least that's my take on it. We'll see.
In the corner, you see the glint of metal through some cobwebs.
Hi. Okay, so there's a lever. I assume it opens some sort of secret door.
Slides open. You see a magical cell across the chamber. Could it be holding Drusen?
Whoa. Hi. Okay. Let's use our smites, since I don't think zombies will enjoy them too much. An elf zombie. Just one though. The other ones were regular zombies. Okay, let's see what... That does seem to be Drusen the Jorasco. So we just need to figure out a way to open it. I assume there are just some 2 switches or levers or puzzles or something that allows us to lift the barrier. So let's just start making our way through. I'll use the bracers to gain some temporary hit points. It lasts 3 minutes. I imagine we'll be doing some fighting around here, so I just want to protect my actual health pool with some padding. Okay, this bat is annoying. Can you please get killed? Okay, let's see. This... Yep. I kinda saw it coming. With the... Dwarven zombie, okay. With the bars, I kinda anticipated that something would be dropping down. Let's see what's further down here. Okay. A war priest. Let's try to dispatch of him quickly. And then get rid of the goal. Oh, another one. Okay, I didn't see you there. I imagine as a paladin, I greatly enjoy purging the undead. So it's also honestly quite fun to just see all those names, like even the fact enemies and NPCs have CR, which stands for challenge rating. Because since I run as a as a dungeon master, I run a campaign in the 5th edition, and I used to play in the 3rd edition for like, I think I was really young. I just kind of wanted to see what the D&D stuff was all about. I didn't really get into it at that time. I think I played like maybe 2 sessions, and it was just me and a few friends where literally nobody knew what we were doing. So I don't even know if it actually counts as Dungeons and Dragons. And in the end, like, just seeing the names of the enemies and like CR, the fact that there is an actual dice telling me what I roll for hit, it's just very, like, it's not game changing. Although I sometimes wonder if I had another game like this that wasn't set in...
Cannot be. Jacoby Drexelhand stands before you, not alive,
Oh,
but not quite
hello.
dead. He cackles as he swears vengeance upon you.
Okay, this could be rough. That looks kinda tough. Let's go for some of this. Okay, that's a big heal. So now I know I don't have to worry that much with that heal in particular. Wait. That doesn't sound good.
Drexelhand spits a curse and swears to return again before collapsing in a heap of bones. You take the cell key from his remains.
Okay, what's this? Ghoul fever, magical disease. You have been diseased by a ghoul and may suffer additional strength and constitution damage. Okay, as far as I know, like strength damage, constitution damage basically just lowers your stats for a bit. Yeah, I imagine. Like, especially since Dungeons and Dragons is experiencing a bit of a resurgence in a sense, where especially with the portrayal of the hobby in the what was the game? It wasn't a movie. It was a series like Stranger Things. since it was portrayed in there. Although, if you talk with anyone who actually seen the series that plays the game, they got a lot of stuff wrong. But honestly, on the other hand, it doesn't really matter that much since it is portraying like maybe not kids, but like young adults, mid-teenagers. Yeah, and like even the fact that they were like not playing properly, like according to the rules, it still made the game more popular, and it kind of makes sense since they are a pretty young folks playing the game. So at that age, you don't really care about all the rules that much. Yeah, I probably would have gotten into it. It's just that like since a while ago, I just can't get myself to watch like really anything, like movies or series. It's just I don't know. I get this internal guilt that I'm basically wasting my time. I don't know why. Like I can quote unquote waste my time on many other things and not feel bad about it, but with specifically watching movies or a TV series or something, I just find myself annoyed at myself that I did that. So I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes. It seemed kind of fun, although I might just be too old for it by now. Like, it is a teenage adventure story in the end, so it's mainly targeted for teenagers. At least I think. Okay, let me digress for a sec to the quest. At least rescuer was taken by fell undead. If you can ensure my safe escape, you will have House Jarasco's gratitude. Go quickly, don't stop for anything. Okay, stop at the House Jarasco Enclave if you wish. If you visit Stormreach. Okay. Yeah, so between that, the fact that like the whole virus epidemic thing kind of forced everyone to sit at home, and D&D is a hobby which you can fairly easily. Okay, so I imagine I would need some lockpicks or something, but I'm not proficient in them, so no chest for me, unfortunately. Let's actually rest here. I was thinking about resting in front of the dungeon, but might as well rest here, since as far as I know, you can only use a rest shrine once per instance. So if I tried right now, I'm unable to use this rest shrine again. If I retried the quest, I would be able to. I'm pretty sure if I use a rest shrine outside of the dungeon, in the wilderness, I would need to like return to town and come back out to use the same rest shrine again. I don't know
The
if
decrepit catacombs are slightly obscured by the falling water.
I don't know if entering a dungeon would reset them, so just for safety's sake, let's rest inside. So yeah, anyway, like D&D is kind of getting a resurgence of sorts. Maybe not a huge one, but definitely there is an increased. Oh, I think that's a rare encounter enemy. Yep. So there are 2 other rare encounter enemies that we have to kill. I'm not sure. Well, dagger doesn't help, but still. I don't know if the rare encounter enemies are just randomly take place of a regular enemy, or if they are like set to always appear in certain areas. I think I know where another rare enemy is supposed to be. I just don't know if he's guaranteed to be there.
The rumbling falls converge into a small body of water.
Well, it's not that small, to be honest. But okay. So yeah, I imagine that with D&D kind of getting a bit of a spotlight lately, the game really could draw a crowd if it was a little bit more modernized, let's say. Damn, that guy has some range. Okay, let's get rid of him. Smite. Right. I wanna go through here, see if that's a rare encounter enemy placement or maybe just some explorer place. I'm pretty sure we didn't go here, which I'm fairly sure is a explorer place.
Zarwagi have turned this tree into a site for sacrifices to the devoured.
It's basically just an online service that basically just reads my chat, and then since it has a URL, I can just display it on my capture software. Was much easier than I was afraid it would be. If it's, by the way, let me know if the chat is in a distracting place or if something is covering it and you'd like me to try and move it a bit. I can try to fiddle with the setup if there is an issue of some sorts. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can set the delay if I want. I'm fairly sure there is a setting to make it not disappeared, but I just left the defaults for now. Okay, let's see. So we killed 100 enemies on the island, and the next tier is 200. I might stick around and farm 200. We'll see how much experience did I get for that. I got 110? No, that was for... Okay, we'll see. If it becomes a problem, I can always change it later. If it's alright for now. Wait, let me see. So we discovered the Tree of Sacrifice for 110 XP, and then for 100 kills we got 400 XP. Okay, so yeah, it might be worth it sticking a bit around for 200 kills. I'm fairly sure I read somewhere that the final stage is 500 kills. I'm fairly sure. I don't know if I wanna stick around long enough for that. Although I imagine that, like, for the final tier there should be a fairly good reward for it. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that off stream or something. Although I guess I could just do that, and I'm just thinking about the VODs uploaded on YouTube, but I guess like whatever. If someone doesn't want to watch that part, they can just skip or stop watching if that's the end of the video. Alright, so I'll try making my way to another dungeon, and I think there is, yeah, and I think there is a rare encounter enemy around that part. So we'll deal with that and then take a look at the map, see where I haven't been yet, try and figure out where the third rare enemy might be. The swallow your soul thing really triggers me a bit, because there is a series of horror movies I watched recently. He says right after saying how much he doesn't like watching stuff lately. But basically, it's called Evil Dead, and they're basically like, yeah, the water walking animation. Oh, like walking in water. Yeah, it's. I mean, I imagine it serves a purpose, as in like it kind of makes sense that it slows you down in that way, like having an ability or something that negates the disadvantage is significant rather than just like whatever. But yeah, in some parts it doesn't really make sense. It's just like, well, you have to walk across this area slowly. Okay, fairly sure this place is a exploring point. I don't know how to call them, like, it doesn't feel right calling them points of interest. Maybe because I used to play Guild Wars.
Followers of the Devourer make sacrifices to their evil god at this fell shrine.
Alright. Maybe because I played Guild Wars and the, like, places you just visit and go on are called points of interest there, that it feels a bit strange calling them the same here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's a rare encounter here, but apparently it is a rare encounter after all, so it's not here. Honestly, I'm just exploring, having fun. Like, I used to play the game several years ago. I didn't get far, and I'm just very casually going through. I'm honestly sort of interested in the lore, since I never really got around to exploring the official lore of Dungeons and Dragons. And although I know that the quests are probably not of a particular adventure or something, I still want to just kind of explore and enjoy. Okay, so I'm gonna rest here mainly for testing purposes, because there is a dungeon here, and I want to see if, after I come out of the dungeon, if the rest shrines in the wilderness. Okay, good to know. I mean, every game has better and worse parts. I imagine there will be a few stories that are kind of lame, and then a few that are maybe more intriguing.
This entrance leads down into an ancient Canith aqueduct.
And also, since after 5 minutes, okay, that's good to know, thanks. So even if I like went back to town, it wasn't reset until 5 minutes later? And even though it kinda defeats the purpose, since I am playing. Okay. Or until you get to 18. I see. Okay. Yeah. I'm just interested in seeing where it goes. Like, I'm not very good at the game yet. I don't really know much of the like meta stuff. I just got in, saw that the Paladin is a good choice for a solo play, since I don't know. Yeah. Since I don't know if I'll want or be able to really try. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying not to spoil. Like, I could easily just look up some guides or stuff like that, but I am also playing the game on another character with a bunch of my friends, so I am also experiencing the party based game of the game, and it's definitely fun. But I also like just kind of treating it as an...
Resilient spider webs block your path. They don't look capable of withstanding blows from your weapon, though.
just sort of like a single-player experience, more or less. I might try to seek out some cooperation with other players later, especially if I come across a harder dungeon or something.
The cells in this room hold a number of desperate Korthos villagers.
Okay, so I played this dungeon with my friends, so I know what to do and what's where. I also know I'm also sort of afraid of an enemy that actually wrecked us when we played this dungeon. So we'll see if I manage him on a lower lower difficulty on my own. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't just want to go for a harder. I probably could do elite dungeons on my own, especially as a paladin. But I just stick with hard, mainly because I'm also I'm both not great at playing the game yet, and I'm also not great at streaming. So I kind of wanna get used to both playing and streaming at the same time, and then as I get better at juggling that, I might try some harder challenges. I'm also tinkering with the idea of streaming a bunch other games. But for now, definitely it'll just stay Saturday and Sunday streams of D&D Online. Yeah, I mean, it sounded it makes sense that it's safe just because I know Paladin as a class from. Okay, Sacred Defender. I'm fairly sure that's the one I chose, but I'm not sure. If not, I can probably just go custom or something. Yeah, I imagine. Okay, so I know there is a enemy and a chest over this parkour thingy part. So let's see about getting there and killing him. Where is he? Okay. Let's try just smiting him a bunch. Okay. Okay, that was the enemy I was kind of afraid of, because we kind of ran into him on Elite. I think we were still level 1. Or maybe level 2 by that point, but we were a bit hurt at that point, and then we just ran in here one by one, and we get just completely wrecked. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Cloak of Feather Falling and fire resistance. That's nice. Okay. So it appears the Feather Fall is actually a passive effect, not an active, which is nice. I also have a bunch of experience orbs I got from the daily rolls, which I'll probably trigger a bit later. There's like a lot of experience stored in here, so for now I'll just leave them be. I'll probably use them up after I go back to the city, just before we move on to the main quest. Okay, that's neat. That's just neat. Okay, let's see. Hagen Whelp. Let's get rid of you. Also, I just remembered there was a chest back there that you can get with a bunch of puzzles. So I'll go get it now, since I I freed everyone there, I think, so I shouldn't be forced to go back there. And I don't wanna... And later on I can just use recall instead of running to the start of the dungeon. So, how long does the water breathing last? Only a minute and 30 seconds. That's not great, but still. Let's use that. And just use all the levers. As far as I remember. Just keep using levers. There is the red lever. Then lift this bar. Or lower, I guess. And there is this lever. Lever. And I think that's one white gem, which opens this door after we open the other white gem. So yeah, I'm going into the game fairly blind. It's just going by what I remember from playing it a few years ago, which I remember more than I thought. Like, not from the top of my head, just like approaching areas or entering dungeons, I suddenly remember a lot more. Just having done it in the past. But I'm not using any specific builds or looking up guides or stuff like that. Just seeing what I kinda like. If I come across a... Okay, we are out of water breathing, so let's pick up the pace. Loot all and try not to drown. Okay, we're taking damage and we're fine. Okay, that water breathing definitely helped. I would have had to surface a lot if I didn't have that. I keep walking on this side of the room because I'm fairly sure there's a trap here that I don't want to trigger. Which I guess ties into what you said, Taplar, that it kind of comes down to quest knowledge. Knowing which part of the dungeon is dangerous and which is safe, what paths to take and stuff like that, what you can skip, definitely helps you save resources, I imagine. Is there anything here besides the rest shrine? No. I guess I can rest. Just for safety's sake. I don't really need to, I still have a bunch of heals if I get low, but let's just rest. I'll only probably go for some meta build or some guide or something like that if I feel like I'm really stuck, or I like made some big mistakes with my builds and I just have no idea what to do. Then I'll probably look something up, otherwise I just want to make mistakes as a regular new player would. Okay. Let's see. Or maybe it was... Oh yeah, it was this part. Okay, so I confused the... what's it called? Corridors. It was this corridor that had the trap. Thankfully, I still avoided taking too much damage. Just a bit.
Reached the Devourer's sanctum. From ahead, you hear a woman's plaintive cry.
Okay. That's good to know, I guess. Yeah, and like I said, that's why I don't really bother with going for the hardest difficulties. I don't want to have to be perfect. I want to be able to make some mistakes and like not play perfectly. It's more about just experiencing the game as it is. Riding some of that nostalgia wave also. And just enjoying myself, trying to get into streaming as well. Okay. We'll see. I'll probably go back and redo some of the
evil cult leader will spill innocent blood no more.
Some of the quests in the village on Elite, just to get more favor. Again, not really looking to like go for the most favor possible or most efficient route for getting favor. I just know that from what I understand, the elite is the level that gives the most favor out of a quest. I don't think the higher difficulties actually... Okay. Yeah, I don't think the higher, from what I've read at least, I don't think the higher difficulties actually give more favor than the elite level. Okay, so we rescued Arisa store. Fairly sure this was the quest given by the mayor. And we still have 5 just random... okay, yeah, so I might not really like obsess on doing all quests elite for the maximum amount of favor, but I definitely want to at least like see, try. If I'll want to go for some max favor run efficiency or something, I'll probably again look it up when I think I need it. Right now I just know it's kind of worth to do elites for maximum favor. And in the end, like, it'll probably be more fun right now when I'm still...
The villager grasps your outstretched hand, rising and running for freedom. The Devourer will not feast on the innocent tonight. Not on your watch.
Still fairly similar level to the quest. Because, like, I imagine coming back here with like 5 at level like 7 or 8, it'll just be boring even on elite difficulty. So even though like I don't want to be super challenged by these quests, I still want to at least have some fun. Okay, so we use the other exit from the dungeon, and that left us over here. I'm fairly sure this should still get me back there. I honestly don't have to worry about the height anymore since I have the cloak with feather falling. I'm not too worried about falling off. At worst, I'll just have to make up some extra distance to get back where I was. For now, I think that's all of the quests I had initially. So I guess I'll just keep walking around, see this area. I'm think there should be some rare enemy around here. I'll actually go down to the beach again and see if I think it's an ice spider that spawned there. See if that's there. Other than that, I'm generally just looking to stream kind of whatever. I just felt like this would be a good choice for kind of easy... Oh, I think it's there. So I just wanted to play the game. I also wanted to stream. As an afterthought, kinda, I also realized this will probably be easier to actually get at least a few people watching, since honestly it didn't look, but I imagine the game isn't streamed that heavily. Okay, we're entangled. Let's try to... Okay, smite missed. But it wasn't that hard in the end. Um, as said, I didn't look it up, but I don't think it's that heavily streamed, so I won't have to like cut through 50 super established big streamers. Whereas, for example, if I wanted to stream something like, I don't know, StarCraft or Civilization, I imagine there's probably a few big people streaming that. I'll still probably stream those games if I'll want to play them. That'll probably be as an additional stream though. Um, since I'm still getting used to and I still work a full-time job, I'm just looking to stream on the weekend evenings, and I'll be streaming D&D online for that. And that's basically all I feel certain with setting up as a kind of guarantee for streaming. I don't know if I'll be able to stream more. If I am, I'll probably pick up
You
another
come
game,
across
just
a makeshift camp. A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
to keep the DDO streams to that weekend evening schedule, so if people only watch those, they won't miss anything. Okay, so come sit, share my fire. It is some harsh weather we're having. Well, I'm a traveling merchant, so if you let something home, you probably... Oh, sorry. I can probably sell it to you. Are you out here by yourself? Aren't you afraid of the Swahagan and their cultists? No, as long as I stay out of their way, they leave me be. Okay. Well, after I smash a bunch of them skulls in with Matilda here. Fair enough. I was sold. I think I saw Amalgam, but let's ask anyway. Amalgam, yeah, he's up the trail behind me. The piece of tin just stands there, staring at the mountain. I tried talking to him, but all he says is that he's waiting for someone. I am that someone. I don't think I want to buy anything. I might see about selling. I'll definitely just sell gems. And for now, I'll just keep the other stuff. Before I go to talk to Amalgam, I just want to explore a bit more. We still are missing 2 more explore places. I probably one of them is by the final dungeon, the main quest dungeon. But I also want to see about killing another 54 enemies for the quest. I think maybe this is
This
a...
broken structure once formed an elaborate aqueduct that channeled water across the island.
Okay, so we're missing only one last explorer place. I can just drift down. Let's see. There's some areas around here. I think this should lead me this way, so let's explore here. I'm also pretty sure the quest, like journal, tells me what areas I have to discover and what rare enemies I'm supposed to find and fight. I'll double check that to see if I'm correct. and thinking that the final place will be by the final dungeon. And if not, I'll just try to figure it out from the tip that the adventure journal shares. Meanwhile, let's just clear out a few more enemies, and I'll probably go to the city to
Devourer cultists keep a watchful eye over the seas from this strategic lookout.
Let's see. Okay, so apparently I wasn't really around these parts. And we'll still... I'll probably go back to the city, pop my extra experience I got from the daily rolls. Sure, see you later. The VOD will probably be up tomorrow sometime. It takes a while for it to export to YouTube, and then I still have to just make a few final touches before I actually publish it. But I try to get the both VODs by Monday. Yeah, I see. Sorry, very yawny for some reason. Not really sure. I'm not tired. It's just maybe from talking too much. So yeah, for other games I'm looking to maybe stream in the future. It's definitely Civilization 6, which I've been playing a lot lately. I'm not great at the game by any means, but I just enjoy it. I find it fun. I've also gotten back into StarCraft 2, which I might stream in the future. Though don't expect any PvP, like any PvP whatsoever. If I'll stream only co-op and maybe some custom arcade games. That's pretty much all I'm interested in with StarCraft, honestly. I don't care about the PvP. I'm overall not much of a competitive person. So in most games I play, I don't really find that much enjoyment in playing PvP. I much prefer cooperative playstyles. Okay, let's do some stuff in the city. The stuff being selling unnecessary equipment, then popping experience and potentially leveling up, depending on if we get enough experience to level up. Let's see, we have a worse shield, so let's sell that. We don't want a dagger. I honestly like the feather falling, even if pure live wounds would probably be more useful. I'll still stick with the feather fall. The mask... honestly, I might keep... I don't think the... and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the auxiliary armor pieces like gloves, helmets, and stuff like that gives you actual armor, unless it specifically says it does. I think your armor class entirely depends on the main body armor you are wearing. So here I'm just looking for the bonuses, and I do like listen bonus and spell sight. It's alright. I don't think I can cast spells until level 4, I think. But even then, I'll take that over Intimidate and Haggle. I'll keep that. After I'll switch, I will sell that. Armor. This armor is a little worse. I'm only looking at just the toughest armor I can get. I'm not really that bothered with any dexterity bonuses, especially since my dexterity is actually a negative bonus, and I'm not really worried about like spellcasting penalties and stuff like that. I'm only looking just to get the best protection I can get. I do have a free ring slot, so I guess I'll keep that. Protection from evil. I might as well keep. I honestly don't know what tumbling is, but I guess I might keep that. Jumping might come in handy. These tools I don't think I can even use without being skilled, like trained in using them, so I'll sell those. I can't use these scrolls, so let's sell those as well. And then sell all of my gems. I don't have any gems, so I guess those aren't considered gems, so I'll keep hold of those for now. Let's put the ring on, let's swap the helmet and sell my old helmet. And let's pop all my experience to see how much we end up with. Actually, what is this? Angel Tears. Channels powerful positive enemy to wipe away afflictions and restore. Okay. Okay, so it's just a big healing potion that also cleanses me from other effects. Okay. For now, let's trigger all of the experience buffs. I imagine that will make us a bit higher level than we're meant to be on the final quest, but I don't really care that much. We did level up to level 3. So first let me see my enchantments. How many points do I have to spend? I have 2 points to spend. I'll keep going into the race enchantment enhancements until I get the Dragon Breath, just because that sounds cool. So I need another how many points? I need 9 points spent. So I should be after 1 point to be able to buy this, but I need 2 action points. So I'll actually only use 1 and then save up. Let's take your attacks or spells make enemies more likely to hit you. Since at least at this moment I'm not going to play with more than one person, I don't really need that. +1 fortitude, intimidate, haggle, and spellcraft, or 10 HP. Oh, but the 10 HP costs 2 points, so I don't really want to do that at this time. Yeah, so let's just go for this. And then I'll keep my other action point to get the breath weapon after I run cap again. For now this looks fine. Let's go to the paladin trainer and level up. Advance to the next level as a paladin. So I can make my own choices or keep on the path. I think I want to stay on the path for now. I am actually Path of the Truthbringer, not the the Holy Defender or something that you God, I'm missing a word. Advised, let's say, but I'll stick with this for now. It seems to work out alright. We're getting fear immunity, We are getting immunity to natural, magical, and supernatural diseases, divine health, and we are getting aura of courage, a feeling of confidence and fearlessness surrounds you while near a paladin. Okay, so this is an aura which I will be giving to everyone around me, and I'm also getting a power attack where I trade my attack bonus for extra damage, so I'm less likely to hit, but I'll deal more damage when I do hit. I think I'll skip on that for now. I don't think I'll be using it. At least right now. I think I want to hit more often, more than deal higher damage. Okay. Now, we saved this guy. The lady this guy wanted us to save. Your work is quite satisfactory. The mistress is safely back in her quarters aboard the Sojourn. She has empowered me to offer you one of these items for payment. Let's see. Blessed Goggles, which gives me the Bless spell, which is nice. For 5 minutes. Goggles of Insight, which gives me an attack bonus. Which I don't... That's basically what I have, but worse. And Ornate Goggles, which gives me more search and disable device. I might want the search, although I already have search as really low, so I don't know if there is really a point to like seek auxiliary bonuses to the skill. I don't think I'll be able to really get it to a high enough level to actually be useful. I think I'll go with the blessing goggles. I'm fairly sure if I repeat the quest, I'll get the choice again, so if I want those goggles a lot, I can just redo the quest to get them. We also saved Arisa and all the other villagers. You are truly incredible. Arisa hasn't stopped talking about you since she returned, and I'll make sure the whole village hears of your bravery. Okay, thank you. And what do we get? We get Anger Step, which basically lets me cast Expeditious Respite an extra time. Is a set item with another Anger item and increases my jump. There are some gloves. Another pair of boots. I honestly think I'll get gloves just because I don't have gloves. So it might be useful to just have any kind of gloves. Archivist power? 12 points. Okay, I don't really need that at the moment, at least. Devoted goggles. Okay, so these goggles could actually help me with the spotting and searching issue. Generally, my searching skill is at -1, so this would bring me up to 2. And then, but those were also goggles, so I can't stack that with the other +1 bonus. I'll just go for the gloves. Protector's gloves. Just some extra damage resistance. Let's take this on. And those on. And now just to see, I'll go and do the Crypt quest on Elite difficulty. I'm level 3, it's a level 1 quest, so I don't think it'll be difficult. I might even try some new quests on a higher difficulty going forward.
Coming from deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of. And by the passage leading in, a grim, strange sarcophagi
And
line
since I
the
already
wall. You
did
notice
this
something
quest
strange
twice,
about the wall to the west.
to figure out if I was able to fairly safely do hard dungeons, I'll just skip. I'll ignore the exposition text and just rush past most of the
chest glimmers in the dark
dungeon.
here. There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Come, dead son of Porthos.
In general, I
and do my bidding.
tend to let the dungeon master dialogue
The Sahuagin were
go
using
through,
this wild of a magical crest
being quiet
appears
while
from the
they
destroyed
talk.
altar.
But like I said, I already did this quest twice,
later.
so I'll just rush
You
through it.
continue to
It
hear
doesn't seem that
cultists
hard
about
right
their
now.
evil work from further
I
inside the
might
crypt.
do some elite quests going forward, I guess. It would definitely help get the
As you slay these
favor
foul cultists,
threshold. That's the
take
word
care
I
to
was
keep
looking
your own
for
health up.
earlier. Threshold.
Another treasure chest.
The
Perhaps the
favor
cultists
threshold's
brought it here,
a bit
but
quicker.
It's yours now. There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Another
Cragwolf
Sahuagin.
Hayton. In life you served the light.
These devour. Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
I have to say, honestly, as a dungeon master for D&D 5th edition, honestly, the majority of the Corsus Island storyline is great to just adapt to a pen and paper setting. Like, you can easily do an early, like, low-level mission prologue kind of deal centered around Sahuagin, some undead, the cultists being just humans with weapons. Like, on the one hand, it's really nothing too fancy, but it would make for a really good introductory adventure. The only part I kinda don't like is... that's just a video game thing that you always have to take into account when, like, thinking about doing dungeons or creating adventures. It's just you always have to try and put the player characters at the center of attention of the story. Not necessarily of the, like, village or something, but just that they don't feel like they're playing a fifth wheel or something. So, putting a dragon so early out there as an enemy, as an adversary, and then also, from what I remember, there's a mind flayer. That's a bit much. Like, you basically have to Deus Ex Machina your players. And while some players might enjoy that, and like doing that once for a group,
as the gate slams shut.
Across the entire adventure might be fine. Like, they won't mind, and like, in the end, everyone will have fun. if you keep using the Deus Ex Machina style of dungeon mastering, just getting your players out of way too hard fights with some weird machinations or just superpowered NPCs, they'll start to feel like they don't even have to go on these adventures anymore, because what does it matter if they're there when some other NPCs actually did the hardest parts? And even like in quests where you want someone else to be like the main focus of the adventure, like, I don't know, having the players for example, help an army or a siege or something like
A
that, where
magical barrier
it's
blocks
obvious
the
they
way,
won't be able
and
to do it
behind it,
all on their
another
own.
saw. You fit the last
It's
crest
still
in
good
place,
to like
and the magic
make it
shield
very clear
dissipates.
that what they
The
did
Sahuagin
to
inside
help
spits out
was
in a venomous
instrumental
voice.
in
These fools who keep
the
corners
success
shall be
of the entire
consumed
thing.
by the devourer.
Looking down at a corpse on the altar, the Sahuagin says,
And you,
Let me
dead
know
hero
if
of
you
hate and
don't
blood,
want to
shall be
hear
the
my rambling
devourer's
about
teeth.
actual like pen and paper tabletop D&D. I just kind of went off on a tangent there. But, I mean, that's kind of the point of me playing this game, is just enjoying the D&D theme
antechamber is now yours.
and the otherwise forgive my early judgment, but I don't know. Actually, I won't say that it's not a bad MMO. It's just fairly like simple in what it's doing. Although, like Vendrick said, I think if updated to a more modern standard, with the graphics, maybe the UI, and maybe some gameplay tweaks, I think nowadays the game could really do well if they modernize it a bit. Because I think right now, even if people find the game, just there's a lot that would push them away from playing it. Like, even myself, I think one of the main criticism I would give the game at this moment would be the launcher. First of all, it boots up way too slowly. Like, it's every time it's looking for some like PNGs or JPEGs or stuff like that, and it takes like a long time, like upwards of a minute or two, just to get to the login area. But then also just downloading the game itself took a long time, because I feel like the launcher itself, or maybe like the netcode of the game or something, bottlenecks my internet connection. So I imagine like it could be done better. Although honestly, like, I don't know much about game dev, even even while working as a QA tester. I don't really see that much of the other side of the equation. So it might actually be really difficult to update the game into a more modern looking set. Okay, we got an actually very nice longsword. +2 to hit and damage, keeps our fiery but deals more. And then also increases one of my skill chance of actually afflicting the enemy, so that's very nice. I won't be using this, since this is strictly for Warforged. I don't really want this. I don't really want those. All of my gems. And let's get the sword. And sell the sword. Okay, I can't actually sell the sword, so let's just get rid of it. I don't think we level up or ranked up. No, I still have 1 point. I have a mail, but I don't know if there is a mailbox in here in Cortus Village. I'll look around real quick, but I don't think there is one. There's some trainers. I'll check the tavern, but I don't think it'll, like, it would both make sense and be kinda weird to have a post box in the tavern. I don't think there is one. Alright, so let's just go and get going. Let's try and figure out where the last area and rare enemy is. I'll get to 200 kills on the island and then I'll move on to the next area. For now, let's what was it? Was it L? Yeah, okay, rare encounters. Okay, unknown, and does it even say anything? No. Okay, so we don't know where the enemy is or what it is. That's fair enough. An explorer. We don't have the Misery Peak, which is the final dungeon, so that's just... we'll get that on our way there. Meanwhile, let's just go and... we have, what, 33 more enemies to kill? And we'll try finding the last rare enemy. I think, I vaguely remember there being a rare enemy around the adventurers camp. The campfire where the dwarven merchant is. I'll see around there. The rare enemies don't spawn every time. I don't know if it's a timed thing or if it's a instance thing, like if I have to reset the instance and see if it's still there, or if I can just, for example, wait there for several minutes and just see if it appears. Swahagen, attack! Get wrecked! Alright.
The Sawagin have turned this tree into a site for sacrifices to the devourer.
Some smites, some trips, some sunders, and everyone is dead. Oh my god. It's just moments like this that I wonder. I mean, bigger streamers have it a bit easier since there's usually always something going on in the chat. So if they run out of stuff they want to talk about, they can just look at the chat, see what they're talking about, and give some input, start talking about that. Or answer some questions. Me sitting here with just one person right now, if I like stop talking, it's just complete awkward silence. And I don't really have... Like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's necessary for me to just describe every enemy that I'm just hitting. It feels kind of strange. I wonder if that goes away with time. Kind of part of the reason why I wanted to play some fairly chill game to start with. Oh, is that a rare enemy, perhaps? No, it's just an ice spider. Two ice spiders, actually. But we did get 200 kills. Okay, next is 400. I don't think I'll be just, like, sticking around, wandering around, killing stuff until I reach 400.
You come across a makeshift camp.
It looks like it could be a lot of experience, since this level gave me 850, but I don't know if that's worth it. It doesn't feel like... I don't know, maybe I'll just come back here later or something. I don't know where the next other rare encounter might be. I feel like it could be here, or maybe like somewhere around the... Actually, there is a thing over here, maybe. Maybe that's where it is. I'll try to make my way there. If I can find a path or something leading to that spot. The issue is that I can find the area where the rare encounter it's supposed to be, but it's just not spawned, and I wouldn't know that it's like supposed to be here. Like, it could be here, for all I know, but it's not. So it's like it's not spawned. So it might be here, but it's not spawned, or it might not be the place. That's the trick, let's say. Okay, I think there's a path here. And then I think there should be a path somewhere here, maybe? Yep. Okay, let's see. Is this the spot I wanted? Or me, not you. I mean, this kind of feels like the place, but there's nothing here. I guess I'll just go to the main quest for now, and maybe just, like, right before I actually leave the entire area, like, before I move on to the next chapter or whatever you want to call it, I'll actually go and just look up where the final rare encounter enemy is. Because I just don't know where it is. If some of you guys know, then feel free to let me know. For now, let's see. I received word from Master Hayton. Are you ready to meet him atop Misery Peak? Yes. Alright, so then follow the path. Let's go! And let's see what we find. There it is, and that should complete our Explorer questline.
A bone
There we go,
breeze
12 over
emanates
12.
from the mouth of Misery's Peak.
That's a big misery. Let's do it on hard for now. I said I might do some on elite, but for now let's keep it on hard. Okay, I see some familiar faces.
You're here. Come, there isn't much time.
Hello. Ah, you made it. I believe you are acquainted with my associates. They will be the right hand that draws the enemy out. You will be the left hand that inserts the dagger into the mind's flayer back. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Okay, mind flayer. What has that to do with the Swahagen? Listen, without the dragon and the cult, the Swahagen are no more dangerous than they've ever been, and in time we will be able to drive them back into the sea. But as long as the dragon remains, Korthos is doomed. Our hope is that we now know the true story. Just like the cultist villagers, the dragon is not helping the Swahagen of its own free will. It is being controlled by a mind flayer. By the way, let me know if you actually hear the rain. I'll close the window. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. And people in the VODs won't have much of a choice if it doesn't bother you, I guess. Okay, how is that possible? I thought the dragons were immune to such things. That is the key, my friend. The Mind's Flare is using a magical quarry artifact to magnify its power. Something called a Mind Sunder. If we destroy that Mind Sunder, the dragon will be released from its control. Then maybe Korthos will have a chance. So you want me to destroy the quarry Mind Sunder artifact? Yes, Selmas and her group will cause as much ruckus as they can, hopefully drawing off the majority of the enemy forces. Meanwhile, you will find that quarry Mind Sunder and shatter it. Alright.
Selimus, ready your party. I'll weaken the barrier for you.
Ready! Charge!
Good. Now to clear your path.
Hayden clears the passageway for you.
Can I go
Now
with them?
to find this Sunder
okay.
artifact.
Go, quickly.
Fair
I will mask
enough.
your presence from the Mind Flayer.
Let's go. I don't think it'll be as easy as we might want it to be. At least speaking in character. But I don't think it'll be that hard. And just get rid of the zombies. I really like the fact that a lot of the time, even when I'm hit, I'm actually taking 0 damage. It's kind of fun. It makes me feel like an actual, like, powerful tank. I would have hoped for a what's it called?
Several humanoid figures surround a glowing pedestal. Their putrid forms are frozen in contorted poses, their faces set in silent, eternal screams.
Okay, so we need to kill the... I want to pick it up, not hit it. Come on. Give me my silver. Okay. And sure. And then this opens. Alright. That's fairly straightforward. Now this area. I roughly remember what's the deal with the area. I definitely don't remember exactly what I need to do. For now, let's get rid of any enemies that are actually attacking us and find a way up. A white. Okay. That's fine. Imagine we are going to want
The
to...
heavy door is locked by a pair of signal crystals. Hopefully the control mechanisms are in this cabin somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, there's another goal. Let's see. I hope it's at least somewhat straightforward. I just have to go up here. I'll just keep using my smites for now for the zombies. It feels appropriate, at least. Alright, so we broke this barrier, and that just leads us higher up. Oh, I see you. Well, I kinda see you. Okay, there is a button over here, and there are some stairs leading up. Let's see what's up here. I can always feather fall my way down, so it's not that much of a problem if I need to backtrack downwards. Still apparently need to look around for invisible enemies, at least partially invisible. Thankfully we can kill some of the zombies while they are basically still getting up. There's another spider. Thankfully I have a fire weapon, which deals double damage against ice creatures. Makes sense if you ask me. Potions and... Alright, so... Is that... Okay, so that opens that door. I don't know if that is directly connected with our door downstairs that we want to open. Oh, it is. Okay, and there is a restaurant. I might use this one. I don't really need to, though. I have a lot of potions. I still have my heals and my... What was that? Alright. And still have my... temporary HP. If I want it. I think I'm fine for now. The main reason I would rest would be to just reset my smites back to their maximum amount. But I can just as well wait for them to regenerate naturally. Okay, so what does this do? This lasers another area somewhere around here. There's actually a path down, that's nice. And there is the door. Honestly, if I'm going through the area and there isn't an enemy for like more than 5 steps, I'm starting to look around to make sure I'm not getting ambushed.
With the second signal crystal activated, you hear the stone door at the base of the cavern rolling open.
Alright, but I still want to check out the area in the middle, because I think there is something to press there, and I want to see what's hiding there. I can just float down over here and have a look. Alright. And what does this open? This gives us a green laser that goes up there. Let's see. I imagine it's probably just some additional enemy and maybe some bonus loot, but that's fine. Fairly sure those ice particles mean there is a invisible spider somewhere. Yep. Two, actually. Okay. And let's see. Green door. What do you have in store for me? A chest and a rest shrine. And an enemy, as I thought. Easy. Let's see. Ooh, venomous great axe. That would be nice, if not for the fact that as a paladin of this particular deity I chose, it's honestly just best for me to use longswords. Now I will rest though, before going into the next part of the dungeon. Now I can just kinda... I think I hear an enemy. Oh, it's down there. I can just kinda jump down, in all honesty, and get to those doors. Is there something here attacking me? Doesn't look like it. Let's just go. Guess. There is a ghoul. Very easy to dispatch. And I think I see, yep, there is something here. Then, okay, another ghoul. Let's use some abilities and just get rid of them. And keep going. Some more sneaky enemies. Oh! Is there another one? Okay. I thought there was another one. Okay, and there's 3 goals, so let's smite one right away. Sunder another one, and then trip this one. Perfect. Everything according to plan. And let's open and see what we're dealing with. Oh, hi. Hello
Chills run
there.
down your spine as you finally come face to face with the dragon that has been terrorizing Korthos. Even at rest, it is a truly awesome beast.
CR 30. Yep. Honestly, I'm calling bullshit. 3 characters of CR 9 would not survive a single attack.
The door at the rear of the cavern pops open. Cultists attracted by the roar of combat rush out to confront you.
Of a CR 30 dragon? But whatever you say. For now, let's just follow them, I guess. And let's continue our delve into the dungeon to see where the Cory Mindsunder is. It's really nice that the smites regenerate over time, because that would be probably the main reason why I would ever rest if they didn't. But since I'm getting a final boss battle fight vibes, I'll actually rest here. Time points missing isn't much, since this heals me for something ridiculous like 50 points or something. But still, I want to top off, and I want all my smites. And now let's just save them for some more annoying enemies. Let's put on some temporary hit points. This is the sort of area design I have to explore more as a dungeon master. I have a lot of just plain flat areas for my players to fight in. Adding some chasms between them and the enemies, or like overhangs and stuff like that, would definitely spice things up a bit. Alright, what does this do? Sounds like it opens something. Probably the way forward.
The ground quavers, and you look down to see a tunnel beneath the ice. The dragon roars as it thunders after Selimas and Jeets and Talbron. The ruse is working.
Alright. If you say so. First dispatch the minions, then get rid of the acolyte. And then before we... Actually, let's kill those as well.
Another heavy door bars the way out. Once again, signal crystals are set into the wall.
Alright, so we have to find signal crystals. I imagine they're up here somewhere. They're slowly but surely chipping away at my health, I have to say. Like, they don't deal a lot of damage, but just being so many and me taking a while to actually destroy them, it slowly but surely stacks up. I don't know. I might rest here, I guess.
A signal crystal glows with power as you engage the first control lever.
I have potions.
But where is the second?
When I'm like at maybe 30 hit points, I'll use my my lay on hands ability to heal myself. That will probably top me off. Nice, right. But this is a dungeon I'd probably struggle to get through on Elite. Although, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I wouldn't.
You feel fresh frozen air gust in from the newly opened door below.
Ooh. Holy crap, sorry. That was very unprofessional of me. Let's just glide down. And what we get in the next chamber. Dude, aren't you cold? Shouldn't all these guys be like freezing cold? They're like wearing thin robes and there's snow and ice everywhere. What are they wearing for shoes? They have like, I don't know, ballerina shoes, kind of? They definitely don't seem all that warm. Rip and kill. Thunder. Alright. More cultists. We have some monster manual achievements which are giving us experience. Let's rest here. I said I wasn't going to, but Since they're giving us the opportunity, and once again I'm getting kind of a final boss fight vibe, I'll rest. Here we go. Doing the Dean one. Maybe don't... Okay. Hi there. You're tough. And now you're dead. Alright. That was a mini-boss, I guess. We got a critical hit somewhere in there. And now we have to most likely press this magical pressure plate. Let's first get rid of all the zombies. And press. And another one. I'm pretty sure, like, if you don't destroy the frozen adventure things, the zombies don't actually awaken. Like, they don't come out of on their own. But obviously we do have to kill them in order to unlock the pressure plates. I'm fairly sure those are just to open the door. Or get rid of the barrier, I guess. Indifference, kind of. Alright. And there we go. Open the door. Hello. Alright.
Waves of psychic energy pound into you as you spot a green crystal on the ledge ahead. At last, this must be the Quarry Mindsunder. The Mind Flayer and Dragon are locked in a contest of wills. This could be your chance to destroy the Mindsunder.
Well, I am curious to see what happens if I don't. I don't want to fuck up, so let's just destroy the Mindsunder.
It shrieks as it loses the Mindsunder's power. The dragon reasserts its will and looks very annoyed.
Yeah, like, this is the part I would probably change a lot. If I was to turn...
Hey, over here!
Hi. Hi, Jeets.
Follow me. Hayton wants a word with you.
Oh. If I was to, like, adapt the Kortos storyline into a pen and paper tabletop RPG adventure, I would definitely, like, rework the entirety of the main villain and culprit. Because it just wouldn't be fun to, like, well, destroy the crystal and now the dragon killed the big bad and just walked away. Nothing else to see here. Like, that would be a very unsatisfying end to the adventure. For a video game, it's fine. You are a wanderer. To be truthful, I did not actually think this plan would work. I was ready to die in a blaze of glory. Yes, we won. I wonder what will change. Wonder what will challenge me now that I faced a dragon. Yeah, faced, as in turned your face in the same to see a dragon. You didn't really. Well, don't worry, there's always a bigger evil beyond the horizon. In fact, speak with Renar the Thurani if you truly fancy an adventure. He's at the village pier, and he can take you to Stormreach. You'll find plenty of evil there. Alright.
Here, take this portal, so you won't have to walk back.
Maybe I want to walk back. What the hell? I'm kidding. Use Hayton's magical portal. We received a bunch
And
of
like
stuff.
magic, the snows stopped. Savior of Korthos! They cheer as you return. But destiny has greater plans for you than just this small village.
That's nice to know. We got an action point. Is that a new one, or do we still only have one? I want to... Okay, we have 2 action points, so we can now take the Dragon Breath elemental weapon, since we are a Dragonborn. So let's take... Okay, so we can... It's actually fairly easy choice, since I can't actually choose a different one. I have to choose the one that's from my ancestry. We are getting a Fire Breath. And how does it look? It's a 25-second cooldown ability that deals some damage in an area. So it's a ability I can quote-unquote spam. It doesn't cost anything, and like doesn't have charges. I can just use it every 25 seconds. If so, that's really nice, really fun. I'll definitely go do something to test it out. Okay, so where will that ability be? Not here. Not here. Basic feats? No. Files maybe? No. Oh, enhancements. Yeah, well, makes sense. Okay, so let's swap the water breathing ring, I guess. Can I use it here just to see? I may not perform this action in a public area. Well, sure. Will you want me to already go right away? What's this? You say the dragon is gone. Brilliant, glorious. I commend you for your valiant effort. Please do take something from my personal collection as a reward. Okay, thanks. Oh, here we go. Anger's Gift, which increases our strength and resistance bonuses, and is a set with the other Anger thing. Arcane Necklace, which just increases intelligence, charisma, and universal spell power. Archivist Necklace, which gives us Mnemonic Aid, which restores spell points. I don't really need that right now. Devoted Necklace. Nimble Brooch. Pathfinder Protector's Brooch. I'm fairly sure we have a Protector's gloves. This gives us strength, which is great. It increases our damage and 2-hit chances. Resistance bonuses, awesome. And for wearing the set, we'll get a light fortification and +1 bonus to AC. That sounds great. Yep. Okay, and I imagine you will want to take me to Stormreach. Oh, okay. On behalf of my thankful crew, I hereby offer you passage to the Jewel of Sandrick, the city of Stormreach. Just talk, okay? Not to or with, just talk Valeria Cinderwind at the dock here. Thank you very much. Alright, so I can talk with her. I'm fairly sure... Yeah, so I can go to Stormreach. I'm fairly sure there is like an alternative way to go. That's new to me. Like when I played a few years ago, this just was the way to go. I'm fairly sure there's another way to go now, if I wanted to. I don't know if I do. I kinda wanna just go with the quote-unquote vanilla experience. Here is the Cregan, the Gatekeeper keep on the Borderlands. I greet you, traveler. The Gatekeepers need assistance with an important mission. We need someone to travel to the keep on the Borderlands and recover a page of the Codex of the Infinite Planes. If there's nothing tying you here, perhaps a newcomer like you may be willing to help. It would be a fine experience for a novice adventurer. Okay, so my thought process is I kinda don't want to take the same path I will be taking with my friends, just to keep the stream a bit more interesting with the fact that I'll be going blind if I end up going, like, catching up and moving ahead with my friends on my other character. So I think for that reason, since I think I'll just go to Stormreach with my friends just from here, I'll actually agree to this guy's request and go with him. After I do one more thing in the village, though. But I think I'll go with him to keep on the Borderlands. I've never been there. I have no idea what's the deal with this area. It tells me that it's a fine experience for another adventurer, so I imagine it's probably appropriate for my level. I also hope I'll be able to just come back here, or maybe go to Stormreach if I feel like just leaving, if it doesn't turn out to be what I expect / wanted it to be. I might be interested. Tell me what. The codex page we seek has fallen into the hands of some evil cultists. Well, that sounds familiar. In a far-off valley. We need you to travel there, defeat the cultists and then their monstrous minions, and recover the codex page. There is a keep nearby, mined by good folk, that you can use as your base of operations while you're there. There is one detail I must mention. The keep I speak of is not here on Eberron, but rather on a far-off world. However, that need not concern you. I will teleport you to the keep and open a portal so that you may safely return. Okay, so basically D&D Online, as I remember it, was always set in the Eberron setting of the official Dungeons and Dragons settings. As far as I'm aware, there is now an integration with the Our Realms, I think it's called, or Forgotten Realms setting. I think that's what this is. So this would take us to the Forgotten Realms setting. I think I'll take him up on that. I do want to repeat one quest though, real quick. Just to do it on Elite again for more favor, and also I won't lie, mainly to try out the Red Dragon Breath ability. I want to see how it looks and just how it works. I might also stick around to see about finishing some of the quests on the in the wilderness on the island. I will be finishing the stream soon though. Like probably just after I finish this quest, I'll probably be finishing the stream, since my throat is beginning to make me aware how long I've been speaking. Unfortunately. I'm unfortunately not yet quite used to speaking so much. So, since I do want to also stream tomorrow, I will be cutting this a bit short soonish. Let's see this fire breath. Okay, that's nice. I like it. It's nice. I imagine we can hit more than one enemy if we manage to group up some foes. And the fact that it's just like on a cooldown
This appears to be the main
is great.
It seems the villagers have been
I don't really have to be that worried about conserving it. So apparently either we missed or me moving screwed it up. Since I think I broke a box with my breath.
A large silver key falls out of the crate.
Well, I pick up the large silver key.
Sarhagen emerges from a hidden passage, demanding the key. You mustn't let the scrolls fall into the hands.
How the hell did you success on a reflex save while being knocked down from my trip? Unholy Scimitar of Vertigo. Okay. That's nice, but it's a scimitar. I'm basically bound to using a longsword. I mean, I could use another weapon, but one, I don't really want to. I like the sword and board kind of playstyle with a shield. And it's just kind of easier to stick with this, not bother with figuring out how to make another weapon really viable. Here I'm just getting a bunch of really nice bonuses from my deity, as long as I'm using a longsword. And I'm fairly sure I can increase those bonuses later, so that's also nice. Okay. Unlocking the door.
It appears that the
And
floor in this
now
room can be moved and rotated.
Quote-unquote puzzle. I mean, it is a puzzle, but I already know the solution. So there we go.
Spell dissipates. All that remains now is
1000 experience, that's not bad.
Scroll.
That's really not bad at this point. Like, I'm only missing what?
Some of the braver
300?
villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts.
Wait, what? Okay, I'm fairly sure that's just a trigger for the quest. Although maybe there are some more quests out there. No, let's just take whatever, I don't really care. I'm only missing like, what, 300 something experience to my next rank. But like I said, I will be finishing this stream at this time. Starting the next stream, I'll either go through the Korthos village and retry all the quests on elite difficulty to maximize my favor, or just talk with Cregan here and go to the Forgotten Realms side of the game and see what quests we can get in the Keep on the Borderlands. I'm hoping it's a higher level adventure than this place here, as in like maybe a third level area. Because this is technically a guy you can like talk with right after exiting the tutorial. So I don't know if it's again from level 1 kind of deal, or if it's a area of a bit of a higher level that you are meant to go to after finishing the entire Korthos storyline. But we'll be figuring that out tomorrow evening. I do plan on streaming every Saturday and Sunday in the evening from it's 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Universal Time. So you have to transfer that to your time zone wherever you are. Basically, I started streaming 2 hours ago, and that's my current stream schedule: 2 hours in the evenings of Saturdays and Sundays. And roughly a day after I stream, I also have a YouTube channel that I upload my VOD archives to roughly 24 hours after I finish streaming. So you can find me there. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye!